Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things, and today's video is going to be another video in my declutter series. This is actually the last Alex drawer in this series. This drawer has all of my face powders, setting powders, finishing powders, and primers. After I'm done this drawer, we're going to start going through the lip category. So lip liners, lip glosses, liquid lipsticks, envelope lipsticks. I will say this drawer is full, so definitely some things can go, but this is one of those categories where I feel like I can work through product and I'm not as concerned about product just sitting in my drawers. Oh my gosh. Also, yes, I'm a human. So this probably won't be one of those categories where over 50% of my collection is decluttered. I'll probably have some items leaving the collection, but not at the level of the last few videos, let's just say. So I hope you guys are looking forward to this video, and let's go. So similar to the last two videos, I do have a drawer organizer in this drawer as well. So this is my face powders and this is my primer section. So I'm just gonna kind of work my way through. If you're wondering about my skin type, that's a great question. It seems to change pretty often. It's typically dry. I definitely have had a lot of breakouts over the last few years. Sometimes it's under control better than others. I do not tend to have oily skin. I really don't have an issue with pores, so I don't usually typically look for blurring with my primers. I'm usually looking for something glowy or hydrating, and kind of the same with powders. Okay, so this here is from Pure Cosmetics, and this is their 4-in-1 mineral pressed powder foundation. I have this in Fair Ivory LN2. I got this in an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. I do like this one. I'm not going to try to keep too many powder foundations. I feel like that is probably what I wear the least of lately, but I do like this one, so I will be keeping it. This is a finishing powder from Shop Miss A. This is the AOA Studio Perfect finishing powder. This I have in the shade Porcelain. This is not one that I feel like I need in my collection. I do have a mini here of the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I do know, have they reformulated it? Is it considered a reformulation or a new one? I don't know, I know they made this without talc now. I actually do like this. I don't wear loose powders quite as often, but I do like this one, so I'll be keeping it. I'm just gonna go through these three at once. I do have 3 of these Aquashorns powders from JCat. I used to really like these. These are very full coverage, and that's just not what I like anymore. I have Ivory, Porcelain, and Natural. So Ivory, Porcelain, Natural. So clearly there was a time when I really liked this. That time has come and passed, so I am going to declutter this and see if anyone else would like it. This Laura Mercier powder I was gifted from Influencer, but this is their Celestial Light translucent powder. This has quite the glow to it. I do not like this at all, so I will be decluttering this. This is also a finishing powder I did not enjoy. This is from Physicians Formula. This is their Natural Defense finishing powder. I got this wanting to try it out because they came out with this finishing powder after they discontinued their healthy powder. And I was hoping this would kind of be the one that replaced that, but I found this to look terrible on my skin. This does have a smell though. It has that butter bronzery kind of scent to it. This is the Marc Jacobs Invisible Finish Line powder. I actually got this in a little Marc Jacobs set I bought, and I did not like this, so I'm going to declutter it. This I randomly got in PR from Juno & Co. It's their Juno Blur Makeup Setting Powder. I don't know how they got my address, and I only ever got one PR package from them, but I actually like this. It has a little net here, and it's a pretty decent powder, so I'm gonna keep this one. This is a sample of the Derma E SPF powder. I am going to have to just declutter this. This expired last year. I currently have the Supergoop type of setting powder where it's in a little brush thing. I like that, but that one's kind of expensive, so I was thinking if I finished that one, I would replace it with the Derma E because it's a more affordable version. But I didn't like this specific kind of delivery method. I like the actual components that have the brush attached. Do you guys have a favorite kind of powder SPF? Because this was probably going to be what I buy next. This one just is expired, so I need to get something new. This is my newest powder in my collection. This is one of the few things I've bought this year, and this is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Finishing Powder in Light. I actually really have been enjoying this one. This was a good purchase this year for sure. Oh my gosh, this is like a classic on my channel. I used to have the smaller size of this. I went through and I bought the full size of the Born This Way powder in an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. This is a good setting powder. I actually do like this one. I will be keeping this. I have the Bare Minerals Matte Powder Foundation in Fair 01. Can I tell you how many Bare Minerals powder foundations I used to go through? I wore it all the time in college and after college, but I don't feel like I need this anymore. I don't really find myself wearing powder foundations, so I can declutter it. This very well might be the oldest powder in my collection, the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Redness. I have this in Porcelain Beige. This has quite the dip in it. I haven't used this in a very long time. It looks like it's seen better days. So this one, it's definitely time to say goodbye to. And something like this where I can declutter it, I will just empty out the component completely, wipe it down, and then give it to Phoebe to play with. This here is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Powder. This is in the shade Classic Ivory. I got this, I think, at TJ Maxx after they discontinued the line, but it's a really nice powder. I will be keeping it. Oh my goodness. I tried so hard to finish this one last year. The Maybelline Superstay. I could obviously finish this and like count it as an empty this year, but there are powders I like so much more than this one that I feel like I'm fine calling this one done, emptying out the product, and then giving it to Phoebe to play with, because I don't enjoy this full coverage kind of powder as much anymore. From e.l.f. I have their Halo Glow Setting Powder. I really, really like this one. I will be keeping it. This one, the NYX High Glass. I know that this was like a really big deal when it came out, and I don't like it. It's more like a highlighter to me more than a finishing powder. So I am going to declutter this one. As I was saying, my Physicians Formula Healthy Powder is one of my favorites. I am trying so hard to pan this one. I am wearing it today. I have another one in my backup drawer. One of my all-time favorite powders. Another one of my all-time favorite powders that I'm wearing right now is the Becca Light Shifter Veil Finishing Powder. I can't believe I haven't hit pan in this thing yet. I wear it constantly. Sadly, it's obviously no longer for sale, but it's so, so good. This from Almay is their pressed powder in My Best Light. This was pretty like unimpressive to me. I don't feel like I need it. This is from Absolute New York HD Flawless Finishing Powder. So this is a banana powder. I think I got this in an advent calendar. It doesn't work with my skin tone, so I'm gonna pass it along. And then last, I really like this. This is the Bare Minerals Translucent Powder Duo. I obviously have made this I just hit pan in this year. I'm actually shocked I haven't hit pan in this side because I use them both in conjunction with each other, but I really like this and I will be keeping it. So on to the primers. This first one, the Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer. I don't remember. I remember I tried this one and I thought it looked terrible on my skin. And then I recently saw people like raving about this on the internet, and maybe it was just like not a good time for me to be trying it, but you know what? That does look really pretty. I feel like I remember trying it when I didn't have a tan and it didn't look good on me. So I wonder if that's why, like now that I have a tan, the glow looks better. So I think I'm gonna keep that. I have come to terms that oil primers just don't do it for me. I don't enjoy them. And I have this e.l.f. Retro Paradise oil, so I think I'm gonna pass that along. I feel like I got this L'Oreal Perfecting Base thinking it was a dupe for something, and it turned out to not be. It's very like, kind of like that pore filling kind of texture. It's very smoothing and it feels lovely, but I don't feel like I need this one. Another one I really don't enjoy is this one from Tarte. This is their Shape Tape Pore and Prime Balm. It's like this little balm. This is like a little sample of it I got in a mini set. I did not enjoy it. I do like this one. This one is probably very close to being empty actually. The Professional Hydrating Primer from Benefit. I bet you I could easily finish this one if I put my efforts into it. Ooh, I have a MAC strobe cream. I didn't even realize I still had a strobe cream. Let me see how this looks. How many shiny things can I rub on my body today? Actually, that is very pretty. And this is a pretty small size. I bet you I could easily pan that. Oh, that looks good. I'm gonna keep this one. Like I said, oil primers just aren't doing it for me lately. And I have this Soft Focus Glow Drop from Rodial. Going to pass that along. This is Cover FX Water Cloud Primer. Pollution and Light Defense. I don't remember. That doesn't seem like something I really care. That seems pretty blah. I'm gonna pass that one along. This one is from AOA. I remember liking this, the Illuminating Primer. Let me pick a spot. Let me see. It's got like a peachiness. That is also very pretty. I will keep that. I think I decluttered their blurring one, but I do like this one. What do we have here? Pores Be Gone from First Aid Beauty. This doesn't have much left in it. I might keep this and just try to pan it. Yeah, this one is almost completely empty. So this is a good summery one, so I'll keep that in mind that I have that. This is from Pacifica. This one does not look good. This is their Crystal Primer Powered Illuminating Perfecting. Let's do some arm action. Ooh, nothing is coming out. I think this dried up. So that's an easy declutter. Here, I have this little No Problem Priming Water from Touch in Sol. I've used up a few primers from Touch in Sol in the past. I can't remember what I think. Oh my goodness, it is so... I feel like I could use that up. I feel like some of these would be really nice for winter time. This one might be one of those. This is the Pixi Vitamin C Brightening Perfector. I remember really liking this one. God, I have to wipe everything down after this. Yeah, this one had like a really nice base feeling to it. I'm gonna keep that one. This is the one I'm wearing today, the e.l.f. Jelly Pop, a really great primer for summertime. This one from Illamasqua is their Hydra Veil. This one is so strange. I definitely will keep it and use it up, but it is like jello in here. There's honestly not much product in here. Would not be hard to use this one up. From Touch in Sol, I have their Icy Sherbet Primer. I like this one too. I will be keeping it, but I will show you how interesting the texture is. It literally is like the sherbetness, and when it like touches your skin, it's got like an icy cooling effect. I do really like this one as well, the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. I really like that. Another really nice glowy one is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. Like, I really don't need to buy primers. I am set over here. This is the MAC Studio Fix Matte Shine Control. Let's take a look at that. We got some shine here. Let's see what it can do. Oh, wow. Honestly, something like this might be nice in the summer. I think I will keep this since I don't have any mattifying primers, and this is probably the newest primer in my collection. My mom gave me this for Christmas, so I'm gonna keep that. This is very similar to the priming water, the No Problem Priming Essence. I'm gonna keep it. This one doesn't have much in it. The Green Tea Primer from, what's this brand called? EVO Beauty. I'm gonna keep this. I think I got this with like Ipsy points. And then the last product in here is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. I really don't love it. I didn't love the Tatcha one. I really don't love this one. I think I'm just gonna say I'm done with it. Okay, now I'm gonna go through, count everything up, and see how much we wound up decluttering. So this wound up being a lot closer than I expected. I decluttered 21 items and I'm keeping 25, so that's very close to 50, which I wasn't expecting, but I actually did wind up getting rid of a lot of powders. I didn't expect to get rid of too many primers because I feel like I've mentioned, primer is one of those categories where I can use up my products as long as I like the products. So I think we're sitting really well. Now you can watch me fill up my little divider, and hopefully it won't look quite as chaotic as before. As you can see, everything fits in here so much better now. There's room. I can see all my products, which is exactly what I like with these videos I've been doing, is being able to see my drawers when I open my drawers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this declutter and look forward to the lip liners next. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Instagram down below. Give it a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.